Okay, hello guys. My name is Chris Osaze Hato, and you are welcome to today's edition of the Real Talks Nigeria. Quickly, let us get down to the business of the day. Remember, we are actually focused on 64 ways of making money or making naira in Nigeria. And then we have treated the first two ways of doing that. We have said that the first thing you do is that you must know how to set clear-cut goals. And then secondly, we said you must know how to build relationships and use relationships as the ladder to achieving your goals. Today, let us look at the third way in which you can make money out of the 64 ways through which you can make money. Today, we are looking at the role that opportunity plays in making money, not only in Nigeria, but in any part of the world where you live. One of the things people don't know about opportunities is that opportunities can present themselves to you, or you can create opportunities. Whichever way opportunity comes into your life as a business person, as a professional, a consultant, or a career person, whether you are self-employed or you are working for somebody, it really does not matter. Opportunity is opportunity. It has been said that opportunity comes in the form of hard work, and that is why many people or most people do not appreciate or recognize opportunity when it presents itself. Quickly, me or let's use myself as an example. I have been self-employed right from the time I finished my university. Though I have worked briefly with individuals in the shipping industry, in the media, and then, in the social media space, I have, by and large, since I finished school, I have been focused intensely on publishing and marketing. All right. So, but I have discovered that one way I've been able to make money for myself, for my family, for my clients is the opportunity to observe my clients on close proximity. In doing consulting businesses for individuals, or doing graphic design, or doing web development, or in being involved in printing projects and all that that has to do with either the traditional media or the social media, I have discovered that it is an opportunity to observe people who own their own businesses, especially directors in organizations. There's a difference between when you work with a manager in a company or you work directly with a director in a company. The opportunities are not the same. It is really not about the money. It is really about the opportunity to watch people, um, you know, take up projects from the stage of an idea into the stage of a finished product. So when you have the opportunity to watch directors closely in the process of either they are giving you briefs or they are doing corrections about the jobs, you have the opportunity to see the inner workings of their mind, how they think, how they look at ideas, how they look at concepts, and how they intend, the final product or service to pan out. So it is an opportunity for you to work closely with directors in organizations. And then if you are privileged to equally work with managers in organizations, you get to find out how these managers manage people, manage machine, manage money, manage materials. All right. And how they equally look at the market to make sure that everything in the production stage, turns out market ready, market friendly, and market acceptance. So, if you really want to make money, in Nigeria in 2024. Moving forward, I would encourage you to look for opportunities to work closely with other people who are making the kind of money you intend to make, or who has made those kind of money several times over in their lifetime. Take for instance, you are working towards trying to make sure that you have a market cap of 1 billion naira or 100 million naira. But if you are working with somebody who has been able to, every month or every year turn out a market cap of either 10 billion naira or 1 billion naira or 100 billion naira in multiple folds several times over, it will be easy for you to find out how they do it. No matter how bad the economy is, there are people who are still making billions on a daily basis. There are people who are still making billions on a monthly basis right here in Lagos, right here in Nigeria. People who are doing the kind of business that you are doing. It is really not the size of the business that determines the amount of money that you make. That may be a factor, but that is not the core reason why people make money. There are things that enables people to make money. So when you work with founders of businesses, directors of businesses, managers in businesses, supervisors in businesses, and at times, if you work with the security men and the cleaners and everybody, because they all have the role that they contribute to the money making process in the business. So working with these people, observing them closely, gives you opportunity for you to replicate the same thing that they do. If they are making 1,000 naira, if you know how to work with wise people, you would learn of their wisdom and you will learn of their wise ways. So one way to really make money in Nigeria is for you to be very observant. Observation in your workplace gives you opportunity to learn how money is made. Not everybody know how to make 1 naira, 2 naira. Not everybody know how to make 100,000 naira, 1 million naira. All right. So the process of wealth creation is actually, a compounding effect. The things you do with your time, the things you do with the people around you, the things you do with your money are all opportunities for you to learn how to be effective and efficient with whatever factors of productions that you have working for you. All right. All things obviously work together for good to the people who know the purposes for which those things are created and who understands the properties of those things. So working with wise people, working with directors of businesses, directors of departments, directors of regions, directors of different nations helps you to understand, most importantly, the way their mind works. Mindset development is extremely important when you are observing people. Use the opportunity to develop your own growth mindset. So, if you are thinking the days, where people make money in Nigeria is over, you're just wrong. All right. I do agree that every businesses are struggling to survive. And for those who have switched their mind into survival mood, I believe that they will survive the tough economic reality in which Nigerians have found themselves. But however, there are ways to make money in Nigeria, and we have made up our mind to come up with 64 ways through which you can make money in Nigeria. Nigeria is 64 years old. all right, politically old. And I was watching a video on YouTube, and somebody said the reason we are where we are, the reason Mr. Nigeria is suffering right now is that for the past 64 years, Mr. Nigeria has wasted his life. Mr. Nigeria has over the years developed this farmer's mentality that all you do in a farm is to go to the farm, grab, collect things, and then take it home. And that Nigeria, to the mind of most people, is a farm. And that the money that Nigerians collect from the farm, or the things that Nigerians collect from the farm, they take it outside of Nigeria. And this fellow said that to these guys, America is home, London is home, Canada is home, Dubai is home, that they go to Nigeria farm, they don't see Nigeria as a house or a home. They see Nigeria as a farm, that they pick up things from Nigeria and then take it home to America, take it home to Canada, and take it to United Kingdom. That in as much as their children have food to eat at home, which is not Nigeria, because to them that Nigeria is a farm. When I thought about that analogy, it made a lot of sense. This grab, 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 give me mentality of Nigeria and Nigerians. Just crazy. But it appears to be the reality of our time. But all this can change, once we begin to get it right and know the ways, through which you can make money in Nigeria, so that you can move from the extraction mentality of an average Nigeria into production mentality. Because we have oil, we only know how to extract and sell the crude oil, but we don't know how to refine this crude oil. And remember, we have said on this channel that the mind is an idea refinery, that whatever ideas that you have, you can use your mind to refine these ideas and then bring out a lot of other products from the thinking process of your life. So I hope you don't have a farmer's mentality that all you do, or you're just joining those who grab. He said before before the British gave us independence, that things was going on well, but at a point, the British said, look at guys, you are old enough to stand alone, have your independence, go fair for your life. And then after independence, because before that independence itself, we're actually a farming nation. Talk about the different extras, the cocoa, the palm oil, the rubber, those things that were, farmed in the north, east, southwest of Nigeria, and then shift outside Nigeria. And then, of course, even before then, our people were used to this slavery, going to communities, collecting slaves by force, collecting people by force, and then selling them out of Nigeria to go work in different plantations wherever they were in the world. And then when we got our independence, from nowhere, God just blessed us, and we discovered crude oil in our backyard. That was it. That we squandered, we wasted the natural resources of Nigeria. And when we were done, like sure, I said we have sold the crude oils of Nigeria for the next 10 years, the next 20 years. Now, since we no longer have anything to sell, we are now selling, we are now actually borrowing money, and they're still wasting the money that we borrow. We talked about our people looting our resources, the very painful situation that Mr. Nigeria is going through. And you can see Mr. Nigeria, he said that Mr. Nigeria is now banking on hope, and that hope is not working. The video is really crazy, that hope is no longer working, that hope has failed Mr. Nigeria, that Mr. Nigeria now does not know what to do with his life. It's crazy, But what I really want you to know is that there are ways, not just to restore, the past glory that we have lost, but there are ways we can make money in this country, no matter what happens. Our mind is more important than the things underneath the soil of this country. That what is in our brain, what is in our mind, is far more than whatever we have on the Nigerian soil. I actually do agree with that. And I also believe that there are two things that can change this country on daily basis: the books that we read and the people that we interact with. And that is why I constantly make sure that in trying to get opportunities for myself in Lagos, in Nigeria, I look out for people who I respect, people who I believe that have strong work ethics. Try to look at the direction in which they are going. All right. In short, one of the things I do for myself is to make sure that I work closely with people who own businesses or people who are directors in businesses, so that I can learn of their ways and reduce my production cycle. What would have taken me 24 months to produce, I can get it done in 12 months. Or would have taken me 12 months to do, I can get it done in 6 or 3 months. All these things have to do with your ability to observe closely the people that you work with, because um, that observation gives you opportunity to find out the way they set goals, the way they relate with people, the way they themselves see opportunities, and how they take advantage of opportunities, and of course their wealth goals. How wealthy are these people? The talents that they seem to have, how they relate with other talents, and then their work habits. All right. So, in trying to upgrade myself, I try to find out the simple strategies that these people use to transform their lives, transform their mindsets, and improve their habits on daily basis, so that at the end of the day, I myself can become as wise, as creative, and as productive as the people that have given me the opportunity to come into their lives and observe them work. I have clients that I I do work with on daily basis, and it's an opportunity to, see them work. I try not to argue as much as I can, even when I don't agree on the way um, those projects should go. But um, I am grateful for these clients, for the opportunity they've given to me from time to time to, um, observe them work. You know, I feel humbled to say this. I've really never said this on any recorded media before. There is this lady that I work with. She's been a tremendous blessing to me. Her name is Mrs. Olufunke Fowler Amber. A great, exceptional human being, strong work culture, very hardworking, highly productive and highly creative. And observing her work, has really given me a lot of opportunity to understand the way things work in Lagos, the way things work in Nigeria, and the way things work in other parts of the world. Because by privilege of grace, she's travels to Europe, to America, to different parts of the world, and you know, the way she thinks is really exceptional. She's way, 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 way beyond what you call an average Nigerian. Very creative, exceptional human being, So observing her closely, and working remotely with her, I've learned a lot. So it's an opportunity to observe the way she works, and that have also enabled me to refine my own work culture and calm. It's very calm. She's calm under pressure. I am not too calm under pressure. I get worked up when things don't go my way. You know, she's always looking for solutions to challenges and not just complain about the challenges. So I believe one of the things that can help people to succeed in Nigeria is to constantly look for ways to get things right. She's somebody who is committed to excellence. She's always stressing it. No matter the cost of getting this thing done in an excellent manner, Mrs. Amber would not cut corners. She would make sure she pay the exceptional price to get an excellent job done. God bless you. Thank you for being there, and thank you for being a great Nigerian. So I wish her happy independence, and I wish every Nigerian who have a kind of mentality, who are committed to excellence. Because if you are not committed to excellence in this country, there's no way we can excel in this country. No way, practically no way we can excel in this country. So that is the third way that I strongly believe would help you to make money in Nigeria. You must look for opportunities to work closely with people who are making money, so that from your observation in the way they work, you would have the opportunity to replicate their mindset, to replicate their attitude, to replicate their um, actions, in whatever it is that you do. Success is predictable and success can be replicated. My name is Ekato Christian Osaze of The Real Talks Nigeria. All right. So I hope these things that we've been sharing is of benefit to you. When next we come your way again, we would talk about wisdom. The next time we meet again, we will talk about wisdom, the role that wisdom plays in helping you to make money no matter where it is that you find yourself. We have talked about goal setting, that you must set clear goals. We've talked about building relationships, they need to relate with people. And then today we've talked about opportunity to observe people who work and make money in our communities, in our cities, in our towns, and all over the world. Thank you very much. Subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. And don't forget to click on the playlist of this YouTube channel. 64 ways to make money is a playlist. We are doing a build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways down to 64 ways of making money. Ciao. Bye.